Omówiono najważniejsze sprawy związane z dalszym rozwojem.
All systems go.
Follow me on Twitter. Let's walk on now. Okay. This is the HipHopCleopatra, and you are logged on to City Productions. I originally started, a lot of people don't know this stuff. I originally started, like my sophomore year in college. I started this site called thebeamstream.com. It was a kind of just my vision of what I wanted to do. I always had noticed that I had some kind of feel for unsigned artists, some kind of personal thing, because I felt like I liked to see the people that are ambitious as I am, and I wanted to give them a medium where they could be exposed. But one summer I had nothing to do. I'm like, oh my God, I have to really do something. Like, I'm wasting my time. I got on Craigslist and I was looking for all these different internships, and I came upon Task Force Marketing and Media Group. Basically, what happened was I showed them my site that I had started, which was Beamstream, and they brought me on board to start a site for them, which I did, which is now tfmoutloud.com. It's something that I was had a vision about. My very first interview, Frank called me on a Friday. He said, hey, I have music social out downtown. I'm doing an AFRAM. Can you come? And I'm at work. Like, I was working like 9 to 5 at the time, trying to get a check. And I was like, yes, I can. So I went on lunch break. I called Mo and I was like, can you hold the camera? And all I had was a handy cam and my MacBook. I was in front of a camera and I was practicing. I was like in a hotel practicing. I waited for 4 hours just to do that interview because I was like a young buck. So they was like, you know, pass me along. But 4 hours I waited to do that interview, and it was the catapult of my career. Today we at the Writers Rep. Estelle is one of the people, one of my favorite artists to be around. She's so bubbly, so much energy, and she's also just a person. I love being in a circle where everyone is about their business. Everyone is just moving. I cannot stand to be seated. I can't spend my summers in the house. Just, you know what I mean? I got to be moving around and I got to be going and doing things. A few years ago, when I first started noticing that I wanted to go into the broadcast industry, I met Dre Johnson at 92Q, and he said to me, are you going into broadcast? He said, I just want to let you know radio is very competitive. And I was like, dang, he almost saying it like I'm not gonna make it. But I know he didn't mean it that way. He meant it like, you know, you have to, right now is the time you need to be on your stuff. Like, you don't need to be sitting around. You need to be doing stuff now. So when you graduate, you can have all these different things, like a long resume of things that you've done, and you can get a job like that. I need to be the person at the top of the list. With social media, it's not as competitive. You want to know why? It's not as competitive. I think it's oversaturated. Meaning that everyone can start a blog. All you got to do is sign up for WordPress. All you got to do is sign up for Tumblr. Everyone can start a blog, but it's about your consistency, your content, and how passionate you are, I think. If people that are passionate about it and not just doing it for fun, and they're doing it because they really love to do it and not doing it trying to gain a buck, you're going to start gaining followers because it's always an audience out there for you, even if you're talking about cupcakes. Don't give up and kind of take initiative. A lot of times I took risks and kind of like my boss is very, very driven in what he likes to do, and he's very opinionated. And sometimes it can be intimidating. I've seen people come and go out of here basically because they couldn't handle that. And he knows that. But as long as you are a type of person that can stand your own ground, be strong, and take a risk and say, hey, I have an idea and I want to tell you about it. And maybe you just might actually get somebody to listen to you. This is HipHopCleopatra, and you are logged on to SimCityProductions.com.